People, Pawpaw Sammy here. Most tomato problems are preventable. I did a video on watering your plants, and I've been hammered on the problems with tomatoes. The number one problem, question I get is bottom rot. What causes bottom rot? Well, now, let's start off from the top. Bottom rot, when the bottom of your tomatoes gets a little brown or black spot and it starts growing. People, it's usually not a disease, bottom rot is. What it is, it's just not enough calcium for the fruit to develop. So what you do is, when you see it, pull that tomato off and throw it, because it's not going to get any better. Pull the old tomato off, add a little calcium if possible. Calcium will help prevent that. Now, another thing, and here I go again, it's inconsistent watering. That will help cause bottom rot. Okay. If you water deep and consistently, you get your soil tested for calcium. If it's low on calcium, add lime or gypsum, but always get your soil tested first. And you remove the bad tomato, like I said, throw it. Now, that's the way you help prevent bottom rot. The next thing I get questions on, yellow leaves. Pawpaw, what is yellow leaves? Here we go. It's either over or under watering. The old lower leaves are dying. That's normal. They turn yellow. Or sometimes it's a fungal infection. The way to prevent that is you water when you need it. You remove the yellow leaves and keep leaves off the ground. Tomatoes. When a tomato plant, I call it mud splash. If you got bare ground, your tomatoes planted, it rains, it splashes the mud up on the leaves. Here comes fungus, people. It's going to hit you. If I plant a tomato plant, I have compost around it, not touching the stem, but close. Rain hopefully don't splatter up. If I got a leaf that's draped off toward the ground, I cut the end of it off. Now, if the plant's tall enough, I cut the whole leaf off and get it out the way. I don't want them leaves touching the ground. I lost my train of thought. Okay, now you keep them off the ground. That's understandable. Here we go. Now, the next thing is cracked tomatoes. A cracked tomato is heavy rain or lots of water. To fix it, water consistently. Mulch helps sudden moisture swings. Mulch helps control, I'm dry today, wet tomorrow. It kind of holds it steady and level. Now, that would pretty well take care of a cracked tomato. I mean, it's basically 100% water. The ground gets dry, and all of a sudden you water the heck out of it, or it comes a heavy rain. Either way, it's going to crack. You can eat your tomato if it's right. All right. Leaf spots and blight. Okay. That's brown or black spots on your leaf, and the leaf will die. I hate to say it. Water soil, not the leaves. Do not water the leaves. Leave your plants far enough apart where you can get air circulation. Keep it pruned thin. Keep the suckers off your tomato. That way, air can circulate, which helps stop the fungus. Okay, you remove the bad leaves. And whatever you do, don't work around the plant when it's wet or muddy. Leave it alone because you'll damage the roots. And that's the cause of some tomato failure. Now, number 5, your wilting plants. You go out there in the middle of the day and the plant looks like it's edges limp. Okay, now, that could be one or two things. It could be it's just hot, and if it is just heat, in the afternoon you'll see the plant kind of open back up. That's heat stress, That's not too bad. Now, if it don't straighten back up in the evening, it's a lack of water. And if you water it and it still don't come back up, that's a pretty good sign of root disease. Something wrong with the roots. Now, here's one that is very easy to correct. Hookworms. That's that big old green caterpillar. People, that big rascal can strip a tomato plant overnight by itself. Completely. It's gone. All right? What you do is pick them off by hand. But here's something a lot of people don't know. If you see that hookworm and he's got little bitty white cocoons on him, leave him alone. That's a parasitic wasp. That wasp, let them hatch. Let them kill that hookworm. And that wasp will take care of the rest of those hookworms. Now, if they're a bad infection and they are getting the plants eaten up too bad, you can pick them off by hand and destroy them. Do what you got to do to save your plant. Okay. Now, my followers, people that follow me regular, they know I'm a firm believer in Epsom salt. But should you use Epsom salt around tomatoes? Usually, the answer is no. It can be used lightly as a supplement sometimes, but if you use Epsom salt is magnesium, not calcium. And too much of it will actually slow your plant's intake of calcium. And calcium is a major problem with end rot. Now, the thing is, people, most tomato problems can be fixed with 3 things. Good soil, steady watering, and plenty of sunshine. Now, a lot of people, the first thing they do is run to the hardware and they'll buy the biggest bottle of spray they can find, and they'll kill everything big enough to die in their backyard. That's fine, if that's what you like or want to do. But you don't have to do that, usually. Sometimes you got to get serious. Most of the time, your healthy plants, good soil, good mulch, the right consistency on watering, you won't have any problem with your tomatoes. With any luck at all, you won't.